Hi, Rick here, creator and indeed all things at the Splendid Photography Explained podcast, if I do say so myself. Episode 179. Well, what's that title? I've already forgotten. Photography gear, how cameras, lenses and other stuff help. Yep, this is episode 179 in my series of episodes about how to take better photos, which is it's what photography is all about, isn't it? Okay, I'm going to read the answer a bit and I'm just going to talk around this for a couple of minutes, which I hope is okay with you. Photography is drawing with light, and photography gear is simply the tools we use to capture that light and take photos. Photography gear can help us create higher quality, better composed photos. And that's it. It is that simple. Buy the best camera and lens that you need and can afford and learn how to use them properly. But the important thing is what you point your camera at, isn't it? Yes, of course it is. The important thing is not the gear. Yes, I know we need the gear, don't we? We need the gear to take the photos, but it's what you point your camera at and how you compose a photo, how you technically take the photo, how you get that image capture bang on. That is more important than the gear all day long. Now, you might have the best camera in the world, I don't know, costing thousands and thousands and thousands of pounds, but you can still take rubbish photos with a great camera. With the best camera in the world, if your composition's rubbish, if your technique's rubbish, you will produce rubbish. It doesn't matter how much your camera cost. However, if you've got an average camera or a phone, and if you take a fantastically well-composed, technically correct photo, you've got a great photo, regardless of what you use to take the photo. This is the point. So work on what you're taking photographs of. Don't spend all your time looking at gear online, trying to find the next, latest, shiny, new photography loveliness. Now, who am I to say that? Well, I'm the person who spent many years doing just that. I got obsessed with photography gear. I thought that to be a decent photographer, I needed all the gear in the world. Well, not all gear, well, not literally all the gear in the world, but I thought that I needed loads and loads of gear to be a proper photographer. Now, many years on, thankfully, I've learned from that mistake, and I am here to share my message with you of what I've learned. I don't need all that gear. I've got a camera body and 3 lenses. I've got 2 tripods, one's a spare. I've got 3 bags. I've got a separate Micro Four Thirds camera system. That's about it, really. I've got a few other accessories, and in my podcast episodes, I tell you what gear I have and also what out of that gear I use. And it is nowhere near what it used to be. See, what I did was I sold all the gear that I didn't use and I bought a Micro Four Thirds system with it, which is what I use for my travel photography. So that's the point. I have a camera and lenses and equipment that I use to help me to take the photos that I need to take. Right, that's all I want to say. If you want to know more, check out the podcast website, photographyexplainedpodcast.com. And while you're at the website, if you fill in the form, you can get a weekly email from me. How utterly splendid. Every Friday, 3 p.m, time where I'm sat, I send you an email of what I'm thinking about, or I answer a question that somebody's asked me. It's all good photography stuff. Well, I would say that, wouldn't I? Oh yeah, and the podcast is available at all good podcast providers, so check it out if you'd like to. And if you want to ask me a question, just head over to the podcast website and let me know. Okay, I am done. Thank you very much for watching. Take care, stay safe. Cheers from me, Rick.